So thank you, Michael.
You look beautiful.
And thank you everyone who drove through the barricades to get here. Thank you. Because it's really overwhelming to be locked into this space sometimes. I mean, I know, and thank you, Faye, for your words, but truly we cop it for all of you serious. And the story of the song I'm going to sing, as Michael says, is a little part of history. I'd like to take this time to remind all of us that it's 35 years since the Aquarius Festival was held here next week, by some strange coincidence. So there's a 35th anniversary celebration happening here, so you can stay around for another week, and there's all these activities and people coming back to remember the good old days and what we came here for. In 1973 we came here to make a change, a huge change, a big change had to happen on this planet. We could see that we'd run out, we were told that we were running out of petrol, we had an oil embargo in 73, we had Vietnam War, we had things out of control being run by mad generals and crazy presidents. So then, I am! This is possibly my last chance. But I figure it's important, because I'm seeing things happen to this town that I never thought would be possible. And riot police and cameras do not have a place here, never did, because this came for peace. We are a protest against violence, and we believe that marijuana is part of our right, because it is not a drug, it's a herb, and we have used it as a herb here for 35 years. But I see where the problem came. And this is my distress. As I said, it might be the last time I get to talk, but anyway. Ironically, I arrived here 30 years to the day too, so it's my 30th anniversary here. And what I came to here was a place that shared, and a place that looked after its own, and a place that provided for itself. And we could, because we came here to do that. But as time went by, the pressure's gone on us and greed stepped in. We grew marijuana because we believed it was important and it was a special thing, and it was a lot cheaper than tobacco, and we didn't want to give the government and the companies our money. So we had principle, you see, and we also didn't want to sell it because it was the sacred herb. But what I've seen evolve here, because of all of you people that love to have the sacred herb and come here, there was a problem of supply, and so we started sharing it more and more. And our annual celebrations and the harvest and Pickers Ball comes from the times when we'd all walk into the Rainbow with our bags of this year's stuff and go, have some of mine, taste this, it's really good, you know. And people came for the harvest time, and we had dances and things, and it's grown to this because the pressure that's being put to bear on this herb is incredible. And I see you coming from all over the world to come here and stand with us, because it's so important. But what I see the problem comes from is when we start selling it. And it would be so much better for everyone if we could just grow it. We need to be able to grow it. We need to be able to grow it to make paper. We need to be able to grow it to make oil. We need to be able to grow it to help people get better, to survive when they're ill. We need to be able to grow it so that no one has to feel guilty. I truly do believe this. Just as I believe that each of us here might have no time to fuck around any longer. Seriously. 35 years ago we came with a message that the world was in peril. 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 That we had to look after the planet, we had to start sharing our resources. We all came with this idea of we didn't all need lawnmowers, and we didn't all individually need washing machines. We could share. Well, it was a bit tricky, but there are ways. And I'm just speaking from living on a community for 30 years, but all of us have to go back and recreate our community, because that's the only way we're going to survive what's happening to us right now. What's happening to us right now is what we've been trying to bring about change for here. We've been going out into the world and trying to stop them cutting down the rainforest because we didn't want climate change. We wanted the forests to stay in the ground to keep the water flowing. We went out And we went out against uranium mining because we knew that that introduced onto the planet is one of the most deadly poisons, and it's insanity. We have been trying to educate people about and eating organic food here. We've been having hemp oil for our nutrient and for health. We have found many ways. We've been told we're stupid hippies. Well, fuck you, we've been right all along. And it's time the rest of the world started shipping out those people that have been working out how to live simply and live on the ground easily and leave a soft. We've learned here how to live communally and share and support each other, and we've evolved it out in the forests in the middle of nowhere, achieving incredible things, looking after each other, because when individuals come together for a reason and to help each other, we are formidable. And we have shown it over and over. And just the fact that we can now grow hemp in New South Wales thanks to the work of Keith Bolton and so many other people. Look, there's a list. There could probably be over the years of people that have been campaigning for this. This whole stage would be full. And it would be wonderful if you came up and did stand behind me, all the people that have been campaigning to get hemp grown commercially to solve so many problems, because this song was written for the 10-year after festival, and I've been singing this all over the planet, well, here in Canada and New Zealand, but and Tasmania, for 25 years. And it was something we wrote for the festival to demonstrate what Nimbin was about. And those of you who have listened to me for 25 years or whatever, please join in. It's a formal and ceremonial national anthem, so if you could take your hats off. And in honour of Mr. Hoffman as well.
And George.
102. You see? Lovely ending. No. Are we ready? We don't want your lonely prison with a freak in every cell. Oh, we want the life you promised and our freedom as well. But you think we should be happy with no money to our name. And when we take your dole check, we also take the blame. Since our meal, the golden Buddha, grows well up here you'll find. But the thought of being bastards always weighing on our mind. But quick, how much a kilo? 10,000? 2,000. We used to sing 3, then it went up to 5, now it's down to 2.
It's a kilo, it's double.
Excellent. 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Supply's getting tricky. Anyway, it's gone up.
7.
But 7,000. Well, see, I don't know because I've never bought it and I've never sold it. But 7,000 bucks, maybe 9, could be 6. A kilo gets us off the dole again. We don't want to sell our dope crop, rather share it with our friends. As I crawl through the lantana, helicopters overhead, I know if it's made legal, it would cut my overhead. Though the price per pound would plummet, we could sleep sound in our beds and grow it by the acres, hectares to make paper bags instead. Since our meal, the golden Buddha, grows well up here you'll find. But the thought of being bastards always weighing on our mind. We'll make paper from the hemp plant, we'll buy all Australian grown. Save your forest, save our headspace, save your money, grow your own. Don't rip off your next door neighbour, it's so easy.